Hello, everybody. My name is Mike Donnelly, and I'm with Barrier-Free Contractors. This is the Accessible Barrier-Free Homes channel, and I combine it with the Accessing My Home podcast to get you some information from both sides, the video and the audio. We're speaking and collaborating with some of the best experts in the mobility world, advocates and promoters that are trying to help people with mobility challenges. Today, we're speaking with Gene Leber, a Universal Design specialist and a huge advocate for helping people with disabilities. Gene's a wheelchair user and has gone through a lifetime of mobility challenges and knows firsthand of the need to have an independent life. Gene, thanks for coming to us here today and creating your expertise to give people a little insight as to what you know about. Can we talk about Universal Design bathrooms today?
Sure. Thanks for having me, Mike.
You bet.
One of the things about universal bathrooms, and I've discovered this, every bathroom should have the ability for any individual, especially wheelchair users, to completely do a 360 radius in their bathroom, so that they can completely do a turnaround so that they can get to the sink and they can get to the toilet, they can get to their linens. So here's my deal though, okay? One day I sat down and I tried to count how many transfers I do in a day, okay? So in doing that, I realized how many I was doing just in the morning when I went to the bathroom. So my thought was, if I could cut down on some transfers in the first thing I did in the morning was my bathroom, how could I do that to cut down on transfers? Well, what I decided was that I would bring my my toilet into my shower, and that way I could do everything at once, and that would save me 4 transfers on the toilet, off the toilet, into my shower chair, off my shower chair. There's 4. Think about how many of just those 4 that has saved my shoulders since doing this almost 20 years ago. So so I show individuals my bathroom setup. They thought they look at me and said, I would have never thought of this, because it makes sense. Bathrooms have come a long ways. In my particular bathroom, as I said, I do have my shower and a toilet in my shower, but I also have right next to me a handheld shower, and I do have a shower above me if I so choose to use both of them. Majority of people use the handheld, but the trick in using a handheld is to make sure that the controls are right there also. I can't tell you how many times I've been in a hotel room and they have a handheld shower, but the controls, instead of being on the side that you can easily reach them, are underneath the shower. So it's crazy how architects don't think about how someone has to have the controls close to them so they can control the water and turning it on and off and their heat. The other thing I designed along with my handheld shower was I have a control temperature gauge on my shower, because way back many years ago, I was in a shower. I think I was in a hotel, but I actually took the shower head and laid it across my lap, and not having complete feeling, I burnt myself with a 3rd-degree burn with having a shower head setting on my leg. So one of the things that I incorporated in my bathroom was a temperature gauge. So I know that once I reach the temperature I like, then I'm good to go. And then what I also have on both sides of my commode are my grab bars. Now, the one grab bar I have on my right side is one that can go up and down. And I like that part of having that type of grab bar in there, because that if you're not a front transfer and you're a side transfer, having that grab bar be able to lift up and go back, that's a huge space saver and a side and really good for side transfers. But then also I do have the same for my sink in my bathroom. I do have the touch on and off mechanism. But here's the thing I discovered about the sink the sink cabinets that are in your bathroom. What I did was, when I designed my home, I put it to the level which worked for me. All right. I had a friend come and stay with me. He uses a power chair. All right. He could not get underneath my sink because his power chair was higher. So that made me think that if I were ever to remodel my bathroom, I would probably look long-term into raising it just a little bit, because you never know, as you get older, you could go from a manual wheelchair to a power wheelchair. And, there is like 3-inch difference that you need. But I made mine really tight. I love it. Don't get me wrong. But that was an eye opener. So when I talk to people about their cabinets in their bathrooms, I always mention that if you're in a manual wheelchair and as you get older, if you do have to end up with a power chair, you should probably plan for having your sink just a little bit higher in your bathroom. And then the last thing, as far as my flooring for my bathroom, one of the things that I utilize is the drain. Help me out here, Mike. The long drain.
Your linear drain?
The linear drain.
There you go.
Yes.
Okay.
I always tell people that use a linear drain, because with a linear drain, you can make your floor more level than you can if you go with a circular drain that a lot of people have, because you got to slope your floor a little bit deeper to have that in the middle of the bathroom. So a linear drain allows you to have the floor a little bit more even, and so I highly recommend a linear drain.
We've done so many of these zero entry showers, and yeah, totally agree with that linear drain concept.
Yes.
Well, Gene, is there anything else? What about lighting? Is there something did you do anything special with the lighting in the room, in your bath?
One of the things I did do with lighting in my shower area was, the first thing I did was I put a skylight in my bathroom. And there are days living here in Florida, I don't even have to turn the lights on. It's so bright in my bathroom. But one of the nice things I have in my bathroom is that I have my lighting connected to Alexa. So even before I go into my shower, I can tell her to turn on my lights in my bathroom, especially if I'm getting up super early in the morning and my bedroom is dark. So that's I really enjoy that part of it. And then if I forget to turn off the lights in my bathroom, then I could tell her to turn those off. And believe me, you would be surprised how many people leave their bathroom lights on, and if as they go out the door. And I was one of them. And I thought to myself, well, if I can connect this to Alexa, I could tell as I go out the door, I could tell her to turn all the lights off, and that way, it saves a lot of electricity to do that.
No question about it. Okay, everybody, you heard it from the horse's mouth right here. Gene knows a lot of stuff, and we're gonna have it's like a 3-part series that we're gonna have Gene and have him come back and do some more. But in the meantime, you've learned a bunch, and if you really appreciated this, which I know I did, please subscribe to our channel. And that subscription really helps because this gets the word out there. The more subscriptions we had, the more people learn about things like what Gene's talking about. And Gene, thank you so much for all you've done, and I appreciate you coming on.
Well, thanks for having me.
You bet.